She did not conquer with legions. She conquered with alliances. Between Rome and the Nile, Cleopatra played her final move, and the price was an empire. Cleopatra VII, born of Greek blood, ruling the Egyptian throne of Alexander's legacy. A queen who spoke many tongues, who understood power not as might, but as influence. Alexandria was the jewel of the Mediterranean, rich, learned, proud. Rome was hungry for grain, for gold, for control. In every Roman civil war, Cleopatra saw opportunity. 48 BC, Julius Caesar pursues Pompey to Egypt. Cleopatra, locked in a bitter struggle with her brother Ptolemy, finds her chance. She enters Alexandria in secret, not with swords, with diplomacy. She meets Caesar and wins him. The boy king is cast aside. The queen returns to her throne. From their union comes a child, Caesarion, and from rumor comes a legend, the foreign queen who bewitched Rome's greatest general. Caesar returns to Rome and dies beneath the blades of his own Senate. The Republic falls again into chaos. Two men rise to fill the void, Mark Antony and Octavian. One commands the east, one commands the west, and Cleopatra, ever the strategist, chooses her side. Mark Antony needs ships, grain, and gold. Cleopatra provides all three. In return, he grants her lands, power, and the promise of protection. Together, they dream of a new order, an eastern realm to rival Rome itself. But in the Senate, Octavian spins another story. He whispers of betrayal, of a Roman general enslaved by a foreign queen. He crafts propaganda more deadly than any blade. The war of words begins long before the war of fleets. Antony crowns Cleopatra Queen of Kings. Coins bear their faces side by side. Their children are declared rulers of distant lands. It is not merely love, it is politics. And politics is war by quieter means. 31 before Christ, the Gulf of Actium. Antony's fleet waits, larger, heavier, proud. But Octavian's admiral, Agrippa, commands the wind and the supply lines. The sea turns against Antony. Formations break. Smoke fills the horizon. In the chaos, Cleopatra sees one path open. She breaks through the blockade, her ships racing toward Egypt. Antony follows. To some, a coward's flight. To others, a calculated retreat to fight another day. History will remember only one version, the one Rome wrote. From Actium, all roads lead to ruin. Allies surrender. Fortresses fall. Octavian advances like a tide. Alexandria, proud, radiant Alexandria, prepares for its final dawn. When Antony's forces collapse, he falls upon his sword, the last act of a soldier who cannot bear defeat. Cleopatra remains. She seeks to bargain, but Octavian does not negotiate. He collects trophies, and she is the greatest of them all. Alive, Cleopatra would be paraded through Rome in chains. Dead, she could deny him that triumph. And so the queen decides her own ending. The story speaks of a serpent, the sacred asp, symbol of royalty and rebirth. Some say poison, others say dagger or vial. But the weapon matters less than the message. She will not crawl behind a victor's chariot. She will not let Rome script her humiliation. If she must die, she will die as a queen. Octavian seizes Egypt. He renames himself Augustus. The Republic dies quietly, replaced by empire. And the tale of Cleopatra is rewritten in marble and ink. She becomes villain, enchantress, the woman who seduced generals and destroyed them. A myth convenient to the new order, but the truth is sharper. Cleopatra was no mere lover of great men. She was their equal, in intellect, in ambition, in audacity. She ruled in a world that allowed her neither error nor weakness. And when the tides turned, she faced them with the same will that built her throne. Rome won the war, but Cleopatra won eternity. Her story survived the empire that sought to erase her. It lives in stone, in scrolls, in whispers. The queen who defied a continent and paid the price. Power does not always roar. Sometimes it speaks softly, in a calculated pause, in a final breath, in the silence that follows a crown falling to the floor. Between Rome and the Nile, Cleopatra played her final game, and in losing it, she became immortal.